you went on The Apprentice, you won The Apprentice, you then got some really good mentorship and guidance. And how important has that been, for your next phase in business?
Well, when I started in business, I was very green. And I think when you're a young bloke and you start a business, you think you know it all just because you know what you do for your job or your business is. What you don't realize is that business is incredibly tough. It's incredibly stressful, a lot more than anyone gives it credit for. And that's why 95% of businesses fail. It's not because you're not good at what you can do within your sector or your product. It's because it's the amount of shots that you take. And a lot of people just end up giving up, basically. And a lot of that is because they've not got a good mentor or coach by their side. Now, when I won The Apprentice, I won £250,000, which I don't know, what's that, 400 grand probably. If you gave me two options at the time when I was a 23-year-old man, would you take the $400,000 from winning the show, or would you take the mentorship from Lord Sugar? When I was a 23-year-old, I would have taken the money. Now, as a 30-year-old businessman that's seen a lot more stuff over the last few years, I would laugh at the $400,000 and I would just snap your hand off for the mentorship, because what a good mentor or coach can do is just been there, done that. When you have a bad day, when you have a situation, maybe it's a legal, supply issue, staff issue, structuring issue within your organization, you pick up the phone and they have the answers. And that is a lot more value than $400,000, but also the money you can make off the back of the information, you can make hundreds of millions. It's laughable at the initial investment. So I think that takes experience to look back and reflect on that. And also to, I've just invested in a company recently, and the guy was so focused on the money that was being invested, not the mentorship that I'll be able to provide him and my connections. Success in business doesn't come from money. It comes from connections. We've all heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Business is you are one connection away or one network away from a totally different life. And if you can understand that, you need a Lord Sugar or a Piers Morgan or a Grant Cardone to come into your life, and your life changes. And I've been fortunate enough to experience that firsthand. When I won The Apprentice, for those who don't know who Lord Sugar is, he's one of the richest men in the UK. He owned Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. He's the host of The Apprentice, and he founded Amstrad, which was the biggest computing company in the UK back in the 80s and 90s. So he's very well known here. Him and Richard Branson are the two most well-known entrepreneurs in the country. And I've been mentored by him for 6 years. So I've had first-hand experience at sitting at a board table and hearing not millions, but billions of pounds of deals be done. And that really changes how you view business.